Hello and welcome back to my channel. Glory to Jesus, honor to Mary and Joseph. You may have come across this image on the internet before. What would the Virgin Mary's face look like? But is there any historical and scientific basis for it? Yes, and it is the result of the work of a Brazilian artist and teacher inspired by the Holy Shroud. Attila Soares da Costa Filho has a degree in industrial design, visual communication from the Pontifical Catholic University of Rio de Janeiro. He also earned his postgraduate degrees in art history, philosophy, sociology, history, medieval church, anthropology, archaeology, and heritage. He is known for his interest in religious themes and the work of Leonardo da Vinci. The Lady of the Shroud, Searching for the Real Mary, is a study by the professor to recreate what would be the face of the Mother of Jesus, inspired by the characteristics of the face of the man on the shroud. The professor emphasizes that this experiment that I proposed is an exercise in speculation, taking into account the hypothetical legitimacy of the Holy Shroud as a Christian relic, as well as that of the Catechism and the Theology of Rome. It is also important to highlight that the Church has never officially declared divine the Holy Shroud, considering it simply as a very important piece, as it promotes profound manifestations of faith among its followers. To arrive at the final image, Attila explained that his starting point was the face of the man on the shroud, obtained in 2010 by Emmy-winning American graphic designer Roy Downing and his studio Macbeth. The latter, with the most advanced forensic technology, produced what is seen as the most credible approximation of what that face might have looked like when he was alive. With the help of artificial intelligence, he then created a female version which featured facial adjustments and some manual artistic retouching done by me to better define an anthropologically feminine and ethnic face. The result is a woman of around 30 years. I also decided to present a Mary with makeup, as some of the Bible's greatest heroines were known to pay special attention to their beautiful appearance, the artist elaborated. Furthermore, we should not ignore the fact that women in the Middle East have historically used makeup, including red lipstick, to prevent dryness of the skin and lips. It was a practice even in ancient Egypt, where Mary lived for some years of her life. Certainly, she could well have adopted the custom. Mary's face inspired only by the man on the shroud. Attila defends his choice to create the work inspired only by the shroud. Attribution relating to human nature would be exclusively Mary's, he said. According to ancient Catholic dogma, Jesus would have received 50% of Mary's human DNA and 50% of the immaterial Holy Spirit in a completely Immaculate Conception. On this subject, Pope Pius IX in 1854 would proclaim the Ineffabilis Deo, defining the doctrine of the Immaculate Conception of Mary. It is also important to mention that Christ was commonly referred to as being of the descent or house of David on his mother's side of royal lineage, which leads us to consider this genetic condition of the man Jesus with regard to the person of Mary. The debate on this subject is endless, but it is reasonable to assume that the biological or material elements that would define Jesus' appearance, by finding their genetic inheritance only in Mary because she was human and not immaterial, would have made the first, the fructus ventris, descendant of the womb, very similar to the latter. Its only carnal progenitor continues the Attila. According to this point of view, another version of Mary's face can be obtained through pixels, bytes, algorithm, more mathematics, anthropomorphic considerations, and a final artistic touch. When the astonishing technology of the 21st century deals with themes and controversial issues, such as faith and the invisible, we understand why faith and science should never have been separated. This is a beautiful face of Mary from the Shroud of Turin.